Here we go.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Jasper Gonzo here. Another What's Next. Happy Friday. We are 1 week away from Christmas. 1 week. It's like the beginning of the year started. But, of course, this Christmas is different than others in the past, just as last year was. Online purchasing has exploded over the last decade. Last year was probably like an all-time high, especially with everyone being at home. I think it might have been last year was an all-time high, or the year before was an all-time high. So this year is going to be nothing different. But donations. Now, of course, everyone, some people donate, others don't. Those who do donate differently. Some people donate to bigger charities, others smaller charities around their hometown to support their communities. The Salvation Army. Of course, Salvation Army is legendary. The red kettle bell. Every time around Christmas time in major storefronts across the country. But this year is different. Why is this year different? Because whiteness. Yes, Salvation Army decided to go woke. And now donations are down. Can you say broke? I hope the hell not. But let's take a look. This comes out of Breitbart. Nolte, woke Salvation Army struggles for donations and volunteers. The Salvation Army went woke. Now, and in at least certain parts of the country, it's going broke. Yikes. Naturally, no one dares to admit the Salvation Army's outrageous decision to ask its white donors to apologize for being racists might be the cause of its troubles. Instead, the Christian group's problems are blamed on the pandemic, which makes no sense. As you see below, some of the Salvation Army's donation and volunteer programs are down compared to last year. Some of you might recall that there was not only a pandemic last year, but that last year there was no vax. I should point out that the Salvation Army removed its smear of America and white Americans, but only under the excuse that it was a misunderstanding. So apparently, on top of being racist, we're also stupid. And we're just going to show you a picture. You know what that is. The sainted George Kirby. People gather for a balloon release in honor of George Kirby at the Salvation Army in Harbor Light Center in Minneapolis. And so, the sour taste almost certainly remains in the people's mouths. I know it's in mine. Every kettle I pass once received a donation, no more. I wouldn't want to taint this pristine outfit with my racist dollars. Now we go across the country. Iowa. The Red Kettle campaign, which has a goal of 79,600, reached 24.29% on December 4th. The campaign, which runs through December 24th, is to help the Salvation Army fund programs in Marshalltown, such as rent, utility assistance, food pantry, food programming throughout the year. The overall holiday goal is 217,000, has reached only 24%. Red Kettle campaign serves the Salvation Army's largest fundraising effort. As of December 4th, it has fallen 14,000 behind the same time as in 2020. Also, they are struggling to find enough bell ringers to help meet the goal, which ends at 2 p.m. on Christmas Eve. Minnesota, it sounds like the holidays. The Salvation Army Red Kettle campaign has been raising money for people in need for more than a century. But this year, a shortage of bell ringers is leaving 20,000 hours unfulfilled. Seattle. Salvation Army is facing a shortage of toys and donations ahead of the holiday season and urge communities to find a way to help. The nonprofit reports it gets 75% of its total annual donation during November-December, once again in need of support. The help can come in the form of online donations at the virtual Northwest Red Kettle. Quote, there are as many reasons why both financially and toy donations are down this year. Not the least is a likely pandemic fatigue and concerns about employment in the future, said Colonel Cindy Foley of the Northwest Salvation Army Division. Charleston. Salvation Army needs help. Specifically, it's asking for volunteers and monetary support this holiday season. The commanding officer of the tri-state area says the Red Coat campaign is now about $40,000 behind last year's total. Quote, "This is our biggest fundraiser of the year. This raises funds to make sure that Christmas happens," says Captain Mike Michaels of the Salvation Army of Charleston. Georgia, in Macon, Salvation Army, known for its collecting money during the holiday season, is struggling to keep the bells ringing. The people of the Greater Macon Salvation Army said there's a short of about 30 volunteer bell ringers this season, but they need a lot more than just me to keep doing the most good. Hey, I'm a big believer in forgiveness and second chances, but I'm not going to fund an organization that spreads hate, racism, and division. If you want forgiveness, it helps to ask for it, which Salvation Army has not done. Instead, it's claiming that all the criticism was false. Twitter's not real life, geniuses. You just tainted your entire organization to appease about 1% of the population. In my opinion, less than 1% of the population. And that 1% will hate Christians no matter what they do. Send up a flare when you prepare to admit the truth that America is not a racist country, and it was immoral and dishonest of you to say otherwise. This money should go to the needy, not to fund racial poison. Shame on all of you. My thoughts. John Nolte is 1,000% correct. The fact of the matter is that Salvation Army has been a bastion of goodwill for the pretty much of a century. So last month, when they decided to make the idiotic comments in regards to, apologize for your whiteness, that's a problem, and was on your website. I did a video a while back ago in regards when this story first broke. And you would think that with all the backlash it's received, they would have come out and said, listen, we made a mistake, we own up to it, and we apologize for it. No, they blame it on the pandemic. Really? Really? So being that donations are down, volunteers down across the country, and this article just points out a number of cities, says a lot. Says a lot about, the problem that's going on with you guys over Salvation Army. You guys have great volunteers. You guys have a great business work ethic. And for you to go down this road of wokeness, it's not good. It's a bad road to go down. Potholes, flat tires, kidnappings, things of that nature when you travel down this road, because once you travel down this road, it's hard to backpedal back and say, hey, you know what? My bad. No. Once the story first broke, you were getting tons of backlash. You should have came out and owned up to it. And sadly, now, and it's unfortunately that the needy are paying for it. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Bargonzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.